Magic Unfiltered. The no-look life passes, billion-dollar moves, and bold legacy of Earvin Magic Johnson. From Skyhooks to Starbucks, how Magic Johnson went from NBA wizard to billion-dollar boss, with a few curveballs in between. Okay, let's be real for a second. If someone told you they were 6 feet 9 inches, could play all 5 basketball positions, beat Larry Bird in college, win 5 NBA championships, announce they were HIV positive at the height of their career, and then become a billionaire businessman while raising a proudly gay son in the public eye, you'd be like, that sounds like a Marvel character. But nope, that's not fiction. That's just magic. Earvin Magic. Johnson's life has had more twists than a Kyrie Irving crossover. From ruling Showtime in the 80s to owning everything from movie theaters to major league teams, this man's journey is not just legendary, it's layered, loud, loving, and, yep, a little sparkly thanks to his fabulous son. So, fasten your seatbelt or lace up your high tops. Because this ain't your average rags to riches story. This is Magic Unfiltered, the birth of magic. No, not like that. Born on August 14th, 1959, in Lansing, Michigan, Earvin Johnson Jr. was the son of an auto worker and a school custodian. A blue-collar household full of grit, discipline, and 11 kids. That's right, Magic grew up in a house where personal space was mythical. As a young boy, Earvin loved basketball more than anything, except maybe his mom's fried chicken. But what made him special wasn't just his height or speed, it was how he played. The no-look passes, the fast breaks, the grinning confidence. By the time he was 15, a local sports writer dubbed him Magic after a 36-point, 18-rebound, 16-assist triple-double. The nickname stuck harder than a Chicago winter. Sparring with Bird. Before it was cool. Fast forward to 1979. Michigan State University versus Indiana State. Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird. It was the most watched college basketball game ever. America was hooked, half watching for the game, half watching because Magic's smile looked like it could power the grid. Magic led Michigan State to a national championship and made Bird's Indiana State taste their only defeat that season. It was the beginning of a rivalry that would define the NBA's golden era. But more than that, it was clear Magic had arrived. He declared for the NBA draft, went number 1 overall to the Los Angeles Lakers, and boom, Showtime was born. The Showtime years. Glitz, glam, and GOAT-like greatness. The 1980s Lakers weren't just a basketball team. They were an LA fashion show with sneakers. Magic, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, and coach Pat Riley turned basketball into Broadway. In his rookie season, Magic won the NBA championship and became the first rookie to ever win Finals MVP. Oh, and in the deciding game, he played all 5 positions, center included. Imagine Steph Curry trying to guard Joel Embiid. Yeah, that's how wild it was. Over 13 seasons, Magic won 5 NBA championships. 1980, 1982, 1985, 1987, 1988, took home 3 MVP awards. 1987, 1989, 1990. Averaged 19.5 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 11.2 assists per game. Became the NBA's all-time assists leader. Until 1995, he was the Lakers. He was the NBA. And then, everything changed. HIV announcement, the day time froze. November 7th, 1991. Magic stood before a podium and said the words no one ever expected to hear from the NBA's golden boy.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
Because of the HIV virus I've attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers. The sports world gasped. Some cried. Others feared for his life. Back then, HIV was seen as a death sentence, and there was an unfair stigma. Many thought only gay men or drug users contracted it, but Magic shattered those assumptions. He became the face of awareness, education, and activism. Rather than retreat, he stood taller. He told the world, "I'm going to live." Spoiler alert, he did. He still is. From the court to the boardroom, Magic Inc. You know how most ex-athletes go broke within a few years. Not Magic. He turned HIV into a wake-up call and launched himself into the business world like he was chasing a loose ball. And baby, he's been cashing in ever since. Magic Johnson Enterprises is now valued at over $1 billion. Yep, with a B. He's invested in Starbucks. He owned over 100 locations before selling them back. At a profit, of course. Movie theaters, 24-hour fitness, real estate, life insurance, tech startups, and yes, sports franchises. He's co-owner of the MLB's Los Angeles Dodgers, WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks, MLS's LAFC, and most recently, the NFL's Washington Commanders. The man basically owns LA. So if you're ever wondering what a billionaire looks like in Jordans, look no further. Magic at home. The father, the husband, the gay son. Let's talk about family, shall we? Magic has been married to his wife, Cookie, since 1991. They've been through thick and thin. HIV diagnosis, media pressure, business risks. And yet, they've held it down, like true partners. But one of the most powerful and personal parts of Magic's journey is his relationship with his son, E.J. Johnson. E.J., openly gay and fabulously unapologetic, stepped into the spotlight not with a basketball, but with high heels and haute couture. He became a fashion icon and TV personality on shows like Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. And Magic, he embraced him. There was a learning curve, sure. Magic has admitted he initially struggled with EJ coming out, but he did the work. And today, he's one of the most vocal and supportive celebrity dads out there. I had to come to realize that EJ is my son, and I love him no matter what. I had to educate myself, and I'm glad I did. That right there? Magic. Short coaching stint, long legacy. In 1994, Magic returned to coach the Lakers briefly. It wasn't exactly successful. He lasted just 16 games. "It's hard coaching guys who make millions and don't want to listen," he joked. He later returned for a short player stint in 1996. The magic was still there, but the game had changed. So Magic did what legends do best: bowed out, gracefully. Then, in 2017, he returned as the Lakers' president of basketball operations. People were hyped, until he quit suddenly in 2019. Why? He said he wanted to go back to being Magic, an ambassador, a mentor, a businessman. He didn't want the stress, or the office politics. Fair. The magic never stops. Awards, honors, and one presidential medal. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2002, named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. Featured in the 2022 docuseries They Call Me Magic. Received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Joe Biden in 2025. If legacy were a stat, Magic would lead the league. The net worth stat line. So, how much is Magic Johnson worth in 2025? Approximately $1.2 billion. Let that sink in. From basketball wizardry to billion-dollar boardroom deals. Magic's portfolio is as diverse as his passes were unpredictable. He didn't just change the game, he expanded it. The magic trick nobody talks about. Here's the real trick. It wasn't the no-look passes. It wasn't playing center in the finals. It wasn't even turning an HIV diagnosis into hope. Magic's real trick. He made it cool to care. He brought showmanship to sports, heart to business, love to fatherhood, and swagger to surviving. Magic Johnson is more than a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Human, a guy who smiled in the storm, invested in communities, and didn't flinch when life passed him something hard to catch. So next time you sip a Starbucks, walk into a Dodgers stadium, or watch a proud son strut down a runway, just know, that's Magic, baby. And he's still running the fast break of life like no one else can.